Alright, class. Well, today, this is kind of just a bonus video. It probably won't last 15 minutes, but it will probably benefit you if you can watch it. This is the fifth part of the four-part series. So yes, I went an extra one. Alright, eighth period. You by now should be done with all four video lectures and all four questions answered. And I hope that you watched the fifth video. Alright, concluding of the era. We know in the very beginning, going back from Vietnam, what kind of brought us in was the Gulf Tonkin. When they attacked us, we thought, however, it was our own ships, and as a result, the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution was passed, which allowed the president to issue to go to war if necessary, and he saw means necessary, so we were given the blank check. As a result of that, so that was kind of the push, the pull, is the War Powers Act. You need to know this. Very important. Highlight, star, box, circle, whatever. But the War Powers Act is a direct result of the Vietnam War and kind of what it states. This is the law that now required the president to inform Congress of any troops that were going to be committed within 48 hours and to withdraw the troops in 60 days unless Congress has approved the troop commitment. Also, the War Powers Act of 1973. It was passed by Congress as a response to the United States in the involvement of the Vietnam War. Those are big, important things that you really need to know about that. And as well, the passage of the War Powers Act of 73 also intended to affect the balance of power between the President and Congress by placing limitations on the President's ability to keep troops in hostile situations. So this kind of takes the limits, kind of puts a cage around the president and kind of stops and limits him to what he can and cannot do. These are big important things within the War Powers Act that people need to really recall. Also, the reactions against the injustice at home in the United States greatly and largely hurt the people. Woodstock as a protest, it resulted in now the older generation are saying don't trust it, or they came across the new idea of saying don't trust anyone over the age of 30. Through Woodstock, people start truly rebelling out and going against the grain. These anti-war protests and free speech movements emerging in the United States into a time period of the 70s and the 80s that where we kind of start seeing, and we kind of are scared of government in the sense of what they have. We bring up different things, trying to enact and develop, and we're facing different kind of things around the world. Also, the power movements. We're still struggling with the source of pride, the empowerment of women, youth, racial different things. And the mistrust in government is very important, especially after the Watergate scandal and what occurred there. That was whenever the wires that were tapped were said to be a part of a cover-up form of President Nixon and his presidency. The Pentagon Papers were thus also developed and found. So we have this huge upheaval of the fear that our government's hiding things from us and that things aren't going as they say they are, so which results in the roots of movements such as students and the growth of the youth. And the fight that the youth actually see, they counter-react it, and they bring up new religious movements and things like that, and free speech, and really try to rebel against the nation itself. So as a result, I want you to kind of conclude the fact of the major issues that are happening within America, from the domino theory to how it spread and fear of communism into Southeast Asia, to the order of the United States in Vietnam. The Korean War was all to stop communism, this fear of communism taking over the world. Many people believed, however, that all we were doing was unjust and it was unnecessary to go into any kind of war. Now, you have had the full broad version of the Vietnam War and kind of the political aspects that go along with it, the things that came from it, the 26th Amendment, the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, different kinds of, Title IX, War Powers Act, all these different things that went on within it. If you have any more questions, please come to my classroom and ask. But other than that, this is the conclusion of Vietnam and the Unit 11 for frontiers and familiar enemies. Good luck on your test. Your test is Friday, April 12th. April 12th is when your test is. Got it?